The goal of this video is to discuss some of the properties of water in order to help you to understand its importance. So we will be discussing the water lattice, how it forms and what it looks like, and some specific properties such as cohesion and adhesion, and we'll also talk about water's importance as an energy sink. By the end of this video, you should be able to describe the water lattice as well as define the properties of water. So shown here are two images showing the water lattice. So on the left we see the water lattice in its liquid water form, while on the right we see the water lattice in ice form. And you'll notice that these are very different, but in both cases the water lattice is made up of water molecules that associate with one another via hydrogen bonds. Water can actually form up to 4 hydrogen bonds with other water molecules, 2 by acting as hydrogen bond donors and 2 by acting as hydrogen bond acceptors, because you'll notice that water has both a partially positive hydrogen, shown here, and it also has a partially negative oxygen that is capable of accepting 2 hydrogen bonds. In liquid water, there are 3.4 hydrogen bonds per molecule on average, and these bonds constantly break and reform, allowing water to exist in a liquid state. However, in ice, which is of course much more rigid, there are only 3 hydrogen bonds per molecule, and the water molecules are spaced further apart. In fact, this is what makes ice much less dense than water and why ice floats on water. Now, water has a unique set of properties due to the role of hydrogen bonding in forming this water lattice. So first, water has the properties of adhesion and cohesion. So cohesion, shown here, is the ability of water molecules to hydrogen bond with one another. So you can think of cohesion as the ability of water molecules to stick to one another, whereas adhesion is the ability of water molecules to adhere to or stick to a surface. And this is because water molecules can form hydrogen bonds with many surfaces. This is particularly important for plants because these properties of cohesion and adhesion allow water to travel up the trunk to the leaves. These hydrogen bonds also allow water to exhibit the property of surface tension. So here you can see a spider that is gliding across the top of the water due to surface tension. Surface tension is described as the difficulty of breaking the surface of the water because the water molecules are attached to one another via hydrogen bonding. So in addition, water has a very high specific heat. The specific heat of water is 1 calorie per gram per degree Celsius, meaning that it requires 1 calorie to raise the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius. Because of this very high specific heat, it allows water to absorb a great deal of energy without actually changing temperature, as I'm sure any of you know as you've waited on water to boil. Also, because of this property, water can cause evaporative cooling because as we sweat, only the highest energy water molecules are capable of evaporating. So all of these properties make water unique as the solvent for life. This is the end of the video.